Uh, yeah, so I guess this is just a joystick video. Yeah, I have all these different joysticks, and uh, I don't have the first joystick that I had. I had one joystick first, and then, but Street Fighter. I first started playing Street Fighter on a controller. This is the PS3 controller, but I played it on PC though. But this is just an example. So I used to play with these directional buttons, and it was good. You got used to it, and you use these buttons here too. But then, um, let's just say, uh, I don't know, maybe 2 years later, a little bit under 2 years, I got a joystick. This is not the first joystick that I had, but it's an example. This is the second joystick I had. And the idea was, uh, I can't remember because that is still from the 360 and the PS3 generation, that joystick, and I didn't have a 360. And back then, you didn't have any. You didn't have any. You didn't have any. You didn't have any adapters. Oh, you want to use this on PS3 with that adapter? There was no adapters back then. So this was probably for PC. And then I had it. Then I had it for about um 3 years, and then I bought a Namco stick for to use it with PS4. I bought a Namco stick because I thought it looked cool. I still have it, but there's something wrong with the directional. If you push these, you push it in any direction, it doesn't move. Maybe it's because it's so old. So yeah, I had one of those. Um, this one, this one, I can't remember where it came from. But also, when I had PS3, I got a joystick for PS3 as well, but I sold it. Um, and then I pretty much played. I played on PC, or I used this joystick on PC, but I think I can't remember if, like, I cannot remember if I probably still, like, because it took some time to get used to joystick compared to these. So I can't remember if I was good on both of them at the same time. Oh fuck. I can't remember. I cannot remember if I was good at using both the joystick and that at the same time, because when I tried to go back to this setup after joystick for a long time, I was bad at this. Yeah, but I also had a joystick in PS3 generation, but I sold it. So then I got this, and then the Namco one a little bit later. This I cannot remember. I cannot remember because this I bought, the PS3 era was over. This is for PS3. The Quamba is for PS3, so I can't really remember why I bought it. But I think at the time I didn't know these adapters existed, because if I would have had the adapter back then, I wouldn't have needed to buy that. I could have just used this adapter, so I wouldn't have needed to buy that. Yeah, the Sega one. The Sega one. I thought it was kind of cool. The black one right there. The black one. I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, this one came first though. Yeah, this is another one. I think I kind of bought that first for PS3. So I would then have one for 360 and then one for PS3. It's kind of logical, right? Or for PC or for PS4, whatever. But this one is for both. So this one is for both 360 and PS3. So this you can use on both, and you can use on PC. Yeah, and also the buttons were white. This stick originally, I replaced the buttons. The buttons originally were these colors, yellow. That they originally were these. You see these letters. They originally were these colors, red, green, but I replaced them with purple buttons. I mean, it's been such a long time, so I can't really remember all the details. Yeah, and this Sega one, I kind of had, I kind of had, um, I kind of had bookmarked, and it's for PS3, and it kind of looked cool. It's totally black, and it's metal. It doesn't see that. You can hear the sound. It's metal. It's probably the best built arcade stick. It's one of the best because it's metal. It's metal. And that I kind of bought because it was, yeah, they were all black and the design was kind of, yeah. So there, yeah, I guess that's why I wanted that because yeah, I guess it was kind of unique. And I already had a joystick I could use for PS3, and you can use this joystick. You can use that joystick on any console, and this with the Brook adapter, and that is the PS2 joystick. The PS2 joystick, that was kind of yeah, that's a PS2 joystick. The PS2 plug. That I bought kind of recently. It's from Hori. Apparently, Hori is a really old company. They've been around for a long time, but they didn't start to produce gaming stuff until. Yeah, but that's a PS2 joystick for PS2, and that joystick I kind of bought just to buy it, just to kind of have it. I didn't really need it, but it was kind of cool to just have a PS2 joystick. It was kind of cool to just have it. I still the white one. This white one, I can't really remember. I can't remember where that. What the fuck? Why did I buy this white one? I can't really remember completely. Why? That one was kind of, yeah. I think this was more along the lines of. So I had another one for PC because this works with PC, even though it's for 360. It works with PC. So this one, I was like, okay, I want to have an extra one for PC because this one works with PC. But I can't really remember this white one why I bought that. Maybe I looked at the company and Quambok. I wanted to try it out or test it out. But also a lot of these, yeah. If I would have had the Brook adapter, like a lot of these situations, or at least this one, for example, if I would have had the Brook adapter, I probably would have still had one stick, or maybe I would have bought like a PS2 one, maybe. And the Namco one, I don't have it on me. Yeah. So it's kind of a situation, but at least you actually have joysticks for some, and back then, yeah, you probably just could have one of these adapters. So basically, you buy one of these USB things and you just use one joystick instead of having all these different ones. You just use one joystick. But it's nice to at least have one extra joystick. Just to have one extra. Yeah, and there's joysticks that I don't have that I've sold, and yeah, but I used to play on this first D-pad controller, so yeah, I mean I don't know, yeah, it's kind of hard going back to playing on that though, the D-pad when you're used to joystick, um, so but yeah, it's kind of yeah, I don't know what this video is. I mean, there's people who have more joysticks. There's people who have way more, and yeah, I mean, at least it's cool that you have all these different ones, right? At least it's cool. Uh, so at least you have, you have a couple you can use. Um, for whatever, um, kind of, whatever. So